Don't talk bad about your competition. So there are 2 times that I remember saying something that could be construed as saying something negative about other supplement companies. I did an Instagram story, I think this had to be like at least 2 years ago, where I was sitting on my couch and I think I brought up like an image of the supplement facts panel of a product, and I said something to the effect of, this is a less than adequate ingredient profile, something like that. But I never mentioned the company by name, and even in the supplement facts, there was nothing in there that would show who that company was. The second time was October of 2021. I interviewed Mr. Cory Tolar, the owner of Pure Grade Supplements, and I brought up a big company. This is the early 2000s, or I would say mid to late 2000s actually. I brought up a company. They were the big supplement company at the time. They had all the top bodybuilders. Those of you, if you haven't listened to the episode, those of you who knew about bodybuilding and supplements then probably could guess who the company was. And I brought it up, and then I kind of later on I got into like a tangent about the clinical dosages and marketing, etc. and this company's name was brought up. I'll just call it Company X. And I later mentioned that, I wasn't just picking on that company. That was just the first that came to mind.
Here we are.
Hello.
Here we are.
Let's see. There you are. There you are.
2 crazy birds.
Hey.
What do you call these birds?
Crazy.
Here we go. Gray eagles. Gray eagles.
Well, enjoy your walk. Enjoy your walk. Have a good one, gentlemen. Be careful. Nice gentleman there. But yeah, I didn't even mention, I mentioned the company by name, but I later said that, I wasn't just trying to pick on that company. I talked about it earlier, so it was kind of the first that came to mind. But the reason why I follow this rule that I don't want to talk bad about other companies primarily is because I'm focused on me. I'm focused on my journey and the journey of SMB nutrition. I don't want to be focused on any other direction except where I'm going, because I have very limited time and I want to use that time to the most efficiently. The second reason is this is actually something that was brought up. Oh wait, butterfly. Wonder if the butterfly is okay. There we go. Thought for a minute the butterfly couldn't fly. This was actually brought up by Andy Frisella when he was doing his MF CEO podcast, which is still a great podcast. I still listen to it, but I don't remember the episode. But he said something to the effect of, don't talk bad about your competition because you don't want to give them publicity. That's another reason. Now, I'm a very small company. I hardly make any money on it, so it's not like I have a ton of companies that I'm directly competing with. I mentioned this before, I am a little tiny fish egg in the gigantic Atlantic Ocean, in terms of the Atlantic Ocean being the supplement industry. But it's just something to keep in mind, like, okay, don't talk about other companies because you don't want to give them free publicity, and because you never know when you will need them or when it will be strategic to collaborate with them in the future. And I said that was another good point that he brought up. But the third reason, and this is brought up in the interview by Mr. Tolar, which I'll link in the description, is that the companies are selling to their market. And this is something that I even said in the interview, I never thought of it that way. And I'm big on like the clinical dosage. That's basically a buzzword for the range of the amount of an ingredient that's seen in the literature to produce the positive result. I'm big on that. Hey, I want to take supplements with the clinical dosage, science-backed products and ingredients, etc. And he mentioned that, well, what if these companies, the market that they're selling to, market research, whatever, through their ads, the responses that they're getting, who's buying it, what if their customers don't care about the clinical dosage? What if they only care about, this is just an example, the way the label looks? What if they only care if it gives them the euphoric high of a lot of stimulants? What if they only care about if it's under a certain price point? And I never considered that, because I was looking at it from my standpoint, where I love digging into the science and everything. And there's a group of people out there, I'm not going to assume how much, they don't care about that. They just want something that gives them the good feelings before they go work out, and it's not too expensive, and it looks cool to put on their shelf, and that's all they care about. And so I can't talk down about a company that is making a product to fulfill the demand in the market, running a business. Now, I'm making this video based on my experience, my thoughts, and hopefully somebody out there gains value from it. But yeah, just focus on your journey, your path. Another supplement company will have a different path. Focus on your path. It's okay, and I do it as well. I use other supplement companies for inspiration. I'm not going to copy what they do. That's wrong. But I say, okay, this is what they're doing. Okay, if I change this and this and this, it provides inspiration. But just focus on you and your company and your path, and then make products that coincide with the values and the brand that you're trying to build. That's it. Don't talk bad about other companies. My only exceptions to that would be if they're doing something blatantly illegal and or it's unethical. Then I'll bring it up. Even then, I don't talk about it often because it's just not really my place. That's really it. This is kind of an off the cuff. I didn't really plan too well to do this vlog, but I was going to go to the trails. I'm doing some walking. It's absolutely beautiful, and I love it. Just walking among the trees, breathing in that fresh air, getting the sunlight. It does wonders for you spiritually, mentally, and physically. Had to throw that in, folks. Talk to you next time.